Hello everybody, this is Ashley Verma, an intern with Lexis and Company, and today in this video I will be dealing with a case named Secretary, Ministry of Defense versus Babita Punia 2020. So the citation of the case is Civil Appeal number 1210 of 2020. It was filed in the Supreme Court of India. The judges involved Honorable Dr. Chandrachud, Justice Hemant Gupta, and the date of the judgment is 17th February 2020. So head note of the case includes section 10, 12 of the Army Act 1950, Article 33 of the Constitution of India, Article 14 of the Constitution of India, and there was a demand. So the gist of the case is that there was a demand of permanent commission for women in Navy and Army of India. So the facts of the case includes. In the year 1920, a notification was issued by the central government permitting females to be appointed in some cadres of the army, such as in Short Service Commission (SCC). Previously, before this notification, the role of female officers were limited to only medical, dental, and military nursing services. Female officers who were involved in these services sought equality with their counterpart male officers in obtaining permanent commission, that is PC. In the year 2003, Babita Punia, an advocate, filed a writ petition in public interest litigation, that is PIL, at the High Court of Delhi to seek PC, that is permanent commission, for women, for female officers who were recruited through SSC, that is Short Service Commission, in the RP with their fellow male officers. So various other female officers, both in Indian Army and in Indian Air Force, separately filed petitions for the same matter, whose petitions were tagged with the petition of Babita Punia. In 2005, a notification issued by the Ministry of Defense to extend the validity of appointment scheme of the Indian Army for the female officers. In 2006, further notification issued allowing the SCC, that is Short Service Commission, female officers to serve for maximum 14 years. On October 16, 2006, Major Leena Gaurav filed a writ petition primarily challenging the conditions of service of maximum 14 years imposed by the notification issued in the same year, and seeking for the PC of female officers, that is permanent commission. Also, in 2007, Lieutenant Colonel Seema Singh moved to the court for the same matter concerned. In the year 2008, the central government granted the PC to SSC, SSC female, that is Short Service Commission, female officers in few departments. Various other petitions were filed challenging the notification issued in the year 2006 and 2008. Finally, in 2010, the High Court of Delhi pronounced to club together all the petitions and directed the central government and Ministry of Defense to provide PC and SSC female officers of Indian Army and Indian Air Force who had opted the same and not granted. Further, Indian Army challenged this order in the Honorable Supreme Court of India, where upheld the order given by the Supreme Court upheld the order that was given by the Delhi High Court, and also asked to implement the order given by the Honorable Supreme Court as well. In 2018, the central government told the Supreme Court that it is considering granting permanent commission to women recruited through SSC in the army. So the central government has given the notification to the Supreme Court of India. Further, on 15th February 2019, notification was issued to the Ministry of Defense granting PC to SSC female officers in 8 arms or service in the army, but it was also mentioned that the grant of PC female officers will be employed in various staff appointments only. So these were the facts of the case. Now the issue which is involved in the case are following. So the first issue is whether females should be granted PC in the Indian Army. Second, whether the notification issued by the Ministry of Defense dated on February 15, 2019 should be implemented. Third, are provisions of Army Act 1950 which imposes restriction of fundamental rights void. Fourth, whether depriving SSC women officer PC grant on the ground that they were they have crossed 14 years of service was justified. Further, fifth issue is, do PC of women officer in the armed force constitute matter of policy in which court cannot interfere at all. And the sixth issue is, it is justified to be women from criteria or command appoints. So these were the issue. Now point of determination. Under Article 33 of the Constitution of India, the Parliament has the power to modify the rights conferred by Part 3 of the Constitution of India with respect to the members of armed force. Further, in the case of R. Vishwan versus Union of India, the court held that the restriction imposed under Article 33 must be absolutely necessary for discharging the duties and maintain the discipline. Also, the women officer within and beyond the period of 14 years were entitled to be considered for the grant of permanent commission. So, talking about the judgment of the case, so the Honorable Supreme Court, bench led by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, held the following: that it is clear violation of fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 14. Yes, he said that Article 33 did allow restrictions for fundamental right in armed force. It is also mentioned that it should be it could be restricted only to the extent that is necessary to ensure the proper discharge and duty and maintain the discipline. Further, the notification issued on 15th Feb 2019 allowed the female officers in PCs through SSC are subject to following conditions. Number 1, the order given by the High Court, Delhi High Court, was to be implemented. Number 2, all female officers currently in SSC are eligible to PC, that is permanent commission, irrespective of any one of them crossed 14 years of service or 20 years of service. So the year of service was completely irrespective. Third, every option of specialization shall be available to the female officer at the time of opting for the grant of PC on the same terms as that of male counterparts. Further, fourth one, all the female officers who are eligible and grant PC through SSC should be entitled to all consequential perks, including pension, promotion and financial incentives. So some expressions such as in various staff appointments only and on staff appointments only in the notification should not be enforced with respect to the PC for females. Benefit of counting in the service title, the attainment of pensionable service shall be applicable to all the SSC female officers too. Lastly, that necessary steps should be taken by the plaintiff for the compliance of Supreme Court's decision within 3 months of pronouncement of this judgment. So finally, concluding this case, the landmark judgment in the case the Secretary, Ministry of Defence versus Babita Punia and others, delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court of India, was well put together and had successfully set a benchmark in providing equal opportunity to female in army and had imparted equal treatment with their male counterparts. So this is it. Hope you like it. Thank you so much.